Ransomware is a type of malware that's used by cybercriminals to extort funds from their victims. Typically, this is done by encrypting computer files and blocking access to critical applications with the promise to unlock access in exchange for a sum of money, the ransom. Anyone can be a victim, and the cost of being a victim can be very high, both in terms of money and reputation. The first documented case of ransomware was in the late 1980s, when a man distributed 20,000 copies of a medical information floppy disk infected with the PC Cyborg virus, which encrypted hard drives. To obtain decryption software, victims needed to send money to a post office box. The perpetrator was subsequently caught. Ransomware has evolved significantly since then. At first, slowly. The rise of the internet made it much easier for criminals to covertly access computers and computer systems. Then, in 2013, the ransomware called CryptoLocker became the first to demand payment in Bitcoin. That was a tipping point. The rise of cryptocurrencies made payment collection virtually untraceable, a real boon for cybercriminals. Since then, there's been a rapid rise in ransomware attacks. Let's take a look at how a ransom attack might play out. When cybercriminals use malware to extort funds from computer owners, that malware is called ransomware because it's used to hold computer owners to ransom. And how is this done? The cybercriminals install the malware on the victim's computer and use it to encrypt computer files, data, applications, systems, and websites. Encryption is the act of turning information that you and I can read into code. The idea is that only the person with the key to decipher the code will be able to read that information. Encryption can be used for good, such as to protect confidential information, but also for bad. A cybercriminal encrypts files to make them inaccessible to anyone other than the criminal. They then promise to restore access once the victim pays a ransom demand. The attacker often requests that the ransom be paid in untraceable cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin. If the victim doesn't pay the demand within the specified time frame, the attacker may escalate the potential damage. For example, by deleting system backups or threatening to publicly disclose access information or data. Criminals are continuing to innovate. According to a 2023 security report by Checkpoint Software, some groups now skip the encryption phase altogether, relying on threats of data exposure alone to extort money. Others are taking a different approach and adding another step to the extortion attack, contacting victims' employees, clients, and business partners to apply pressure. This is called triple extortion ransomware. Take a moment to picture your company in this situation. What would you do if all your computer systems were shut down and inaccessible? What would be the next steps? Who do you call? Do you have access to cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin to pay the ransom? Would you pay the ransom?